Oh, we have a guest. Do I know that guest? Did you sign the
No.
please? Because I have no idea. Somebody tells me.
Not my, well, you know, it's not me. What?
Okay, all right.
It's not my husband.
Come on.
Try to be serious.
Oh, I don't want to be serious.
Did you want to give a public comment?
No, I'm just here to observe.
Oh, it's kind of a clown show today, I'm sorry.
It's after the holiday, you know?
All right. Superintendent's report?
Well, firstly, I guess, as you all said, it's sad to see Laura, but I'd like to thank her on behalf of the whole town for all that she did. I don't know how I'm going to eat next fall. I don't know where I'm going to get a hamburger and a hot dog as good as you made them, Laura. But I think that her award speaks for itself. The phenomenal award. You know, I've done this for so many years. I don't know if I've ever seen a more selfless person give to all concerned and care about those around her. I think that it's kind of ironic that she's so disciplined to detail and so conscientious that signing up to vote kind of sometimes people let, you know, let things roll a little bit, wind up, you know, without having to deal with doing the right thing. But we kind of are who we are, and that's why we love her. So I would like to know that sometimes it isn't the time you know people. It's what they do. That's my report.
I'm sorry, do you have any more?
That was nice.
That's it? Okay, all right. Okay, moving on, number 5, financial reports. I would say now, are those figures better than last time? Maybe they are, aren't they? Do we have a little more money?
The bottom line now.
We're so sorry. What is this?
My answers to my questions?
Which questions are these? On this
Questions
report?
that I have.
Mostly financial questions,
Yeah.
yeah.
Those are the old ones or these are new ones?
These are the latest ones.
From last?
From
this-
yesterday?
From these reports.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't. Go ahead, Peg, I know you have questions.
Okay, so if you kind of read, my questions are in black and Nate's answers are in red. Asked if there was anything interesting or different in the revenue or grant reports, and revenue, not really. Received more money than anticipated for transportation. Chris from Cafe Services working on ways to increase revenue from Cafe. Food service.
Yeah.
Grant report, nothing out of the ordinary. Still waiting for the Title IV acceptance and feel optimistic that it will be accepted. Not accepted, accepted. Sorry. My grammar's coming through. And then on page 2, account number 53220-3, high contracted services. It was an allocation error. It should have gone into middle school contracted services. So Nate said he's going to go through every single line after this month and make sure everything is accurate and encumbered.
Peg, what contract was that? I'm sorry.
High contracted services, so it was -3.
So the regular education.
Yeah, I'm sorry, 1100.
High school contracted services.
Okay.
Page 2. All right, so I should tell you that too. The next one was page 7, and that was 1451.30-3, the high school co-curricular salaries. And there were 4 mentors for the high school that were not budgeted. And then there's an hourly Saturday detention that cannot be encumbered. So there is an overage there. Next one is page 9. 1458 100-3 high co-curricular dues, and that was the Farmington football dues that we're paying for them, or for our football students. Page 13. 2310 5140-1 school board secretary working more hours than we had originally budgeted.
What question, Peg, sorry?
What?
Is that our recording secretary?
Yep.
Oh, not our secretary. That's it.
No,
No,
Okay, all right, all right, thank you.
our secretary.
Oh, this one.
That
Sorry,
one.
this one.
All right, thank you.
And page 14. 14. 2320 130 life insurance, and it is Nate's life insurance. It was approved but not originally budgeted. And the next one, I think this was the question that I had for you. Page 16.
Okay.
2410 53220 1, 2, and 3 professional development.
Yep.
And I did ask before, and something about we didn't budget, but it should not have been in the line,
Yep.
and has it been moved? And why is it still over in this report? And then it still is over budget.
Yeah, so
I'm totally
originally,
confused.
we had put an expense into those lines that weren't supposed to be there.
Okay.
So we moved them out and put them into 2820, because it was software.
Okay,
And then after that, we put another expense in there that should not have been in there.
okay, so that'll.
And that was
I'll
moved
take-
out already.
Okay,
People just like putting things in that account, apparently.
okay. May I ask what a season pass ticket is?
It's for New Hampshire School Board.
Oh,
Or,
okay, all right.
Not school board, but
New Hampshire School Administrative Association.
administrative, yeah.
Okay,
We used to get 2, now we only do 1.
Yeah.
okay, all right. Because I was thinking, something to the Wildcats or.
It's
Something we didn't know
Patriots football, actually.
Yeah.
Right, that would hardly
Yeah,
cover a
18
season
million.
pass. That would be one game. Okay, and those are the only questions that I had?
Now, the only question I have for Nate then is, any of these, you said some things weren't encumbered through this report?
If you notice, this went down about it was about, I can't remember, 150,000, 200,000. At the beginning of the year, we had encumbered the partner program. And then there was some miscommunication a couple months later, and it was unencumbered. So we just encumbered it again. And that's why you're seeing a drop from last month.
I think my overall question is, in any of these things that she's brought up, it has not affected the bottom line, the money we have left over right now?
No.
So we
it
shouldn't
doesn't.
have, that's it, the total shouldn't change, or what's left over remaining. That's my one.
With the corrections I need to make, there will be no changes. It's just putting them in the right account.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Anybody else? Go ahead.
Yeah, one of the things that in the budget we keep going back and forth to is cafe services. And we've talked about this before, parents getting a bill that
Yep.
I know for me personally, I come across that my son's being allowed to purchase 2 lunches a day. So I was getting these bills saying I'm low. No, this just happened again. So all of a sudden I put money on and a week later, I'm getting a notice that, my money's getting low. So I'm just bringing that forward because that's why we're not getting some of our revenue. And I did bring.
Well, we need to finish the policy too, the lunch policy.
Yes.
So there's a couple things that are still open in that, so,
No, and I agree.
you know.
It's
but-
our
But-
goal to finish it next.
But buying 2 lunches, it should be a red
Flag.
flag to somebody.
Okay.
And I know I'm not the only parent who's had that issue with 2 lunches.
How does he go out and change his hat and shirt and stuff and go back in?
I don't know. I don't know if he's giving them a different name or 2 lunches for the last, yeah.
Good, you have a tapeworm.
I haven't seen one, and doctors haven't seen it, but,
You don't feed him.
I'll get on that.
all right, it's just because if it's coming up with me, I'm sure it's coming up with other people.
Okay. Well, we can talk about cafe services after if you want.
In non-public?
No, once we
We'll
get to the
that,
report.
yeah.
Okay, all right. So we all done with the monthly expense report? I'm putting it down.
It goes down.
Monthly revenue report, anybody have anything?
All right,
No, I'm just looking at the bottom. Percent remaining coming in is 58,000, and we don't have all that many months.
I do have a question.
Which one
The revenue, just bottom line
for
revenue.
grand total revenue?
Yeah.
Well, a majority of that's gonna be our drawdown, which is from the town.
Okay.
And then the adequacy education grant, we still got about 1.5 coming in from that.
Okay. Good.
And then a big majority of it is the grants, which will be running past June into July and August and September in some cases. So it's not as bad as it looks.
Okay.
I do have a question for Nate, though. Where we're in the shutdown at the federal level, I know it's only a small portion of the government, my question to me is any of our revenues that are coming in from the state and the federal government being affected in the operating budget or in the cafe services?
As of right now, the one report I read was the federal nutrition. So the cafe services reimbursements, monthly reimbursements we do, that comes from the state. They have enough through the end of January.
End of January?
They did tell us to keep reporting so that if and when the government starts again, they'll start paying it.
Retroactive?
Yeah, that's typically about 10,000 a month. So it's not a huge factor, but we are aware of it and we're keeping a close eye on it.
But it would,
And our financials will show that we're still getting those sales.
okay, you keep us informed of that.
Yes, I will.
All right. Anybody else have anything on the revenue? That'd fall probably under the grant also, wouldn't it? Would that affect any of the grants? I thought he fell. He said, scared me for a minute.
I'm not sure yet. I haven't heard anything about that from any emails about that yet.
Okay. A monthly grant report, I'm sorry. I didn't make it clear. Okay, so any questions on that? Treasurer's report for October 2018. Everybody should. Paul?
I'll second.
Okay. Do we have any discussion? No. I did notice, let's see the deposits, 2018 October. We do have a lot of money that the checks haven't been cashed. So it does have an impact on our... Now, would that affect our bottom line in the operating budget?
For outstanding checks,
Yeah.
that's
They've already been
that
cleared.
affects our cash account.
But
But
they've been,
it's still represented in the expense report.
they've been cleared, though, and drawn out of the system?
Yes, out of ADS. Yes.
Okay, so, because I know one, I think one was, what, if I'm wrong, was it $23,000?
Yeah. She Sue periodically goes through those and calls up and figures out whether they're on cash.
Now, what about on page 50 on that report? Does that mean that check for $88,000 hasn't been cashed?
Can I see the report? I don't have a copy of it.
It's on the left column, about a third of the way down, maybe a quarter of the way. 88,000.
1019, 81,000.
88,000.
1015,
Well, the other column.
page 50, first column.
50.
Oh, there it is.
First column, yeah.
Does that mean it has been cashed?
It does. That could very well be a deduction check. For example, retirement. We're supposed to do it once a month. Sometimes Sue does it more than once, and we have to hold it until it's until we have it all at the end of the month, and then we pass it in.
Okay.
Oh.
Did anybody else have any other questions? We got Paul and I, and Peg made the motion. Second. Any other questions? Melissa?
Aye.
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 All right. All right. Cash reconciliation for statement date 10/31/2018. Any questions? Okay, I'll pass them along. All right, food services, November 2018. So, anybody have any questions? So what is our deficit?
Currently, we're at 18,900.
You don't remember what we were at last year at this time?
No.
Doesn't matter, I'm just,
No, but that's a good, I should start tracking that. I've been working with Chris Barnes,
okay.
and he's the food director. And I am gonna have him come in at a future date and have Cafe Services himself and Chris Farrell and discuss things that they're working on
To
to try to drive up the sales and really the whole health of the food service program.
okay.
That's definitely something that we should start doing more of.
Yeah. Well, I know we're not the only community having a problem.
Right.
Most communities do.
Yeah, and he had a rough September, which is why the numbers are off right now.
Okay.
But he has gotten help, and I'm very optimistic he's going to turn it around.
Okay. Anybody else have any questions on this? Okay.
Yes,
Oh,
I do.
okay,
I'm
go
sorry.
ahead.
Back under equipment rental, the $300 is still there under actual year-to-date? Are they gonna
Yes.
take that out for the,
They have.
Growth?
It's just you haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
Because this was printed before that,
okay, all
before
right.
we had discussed it.
Anything else I should be aware of?
I could tell you off the top of my head, the license, you'll see that it was over.
Yeah,
It's gonna be over next month too, and that's a license for us to actually, do stuff in the school for food. It's every year, but the reason it's over is because it went up. The cost went up.
okay.
Like-
So the 450 is the end, I mean, that's.
No, it's gonna end up being 900, so it went up 200 per school. It used to be 250, and they raised it to 450.
Jeez.
Not Cafe Services, the
State.
state, yeah.
So it was 250 for all three schools,
No,
and
no,
now
it was
it's?
250 per school last year. So they budgeted 250, so 500. But now they're charging 450 each school. So we'll be over $400.
Okay,
December's financial, you'll see the full amount.
okay, all right. Thank you.
Laura, if you have any questions, feel free to ask, please.
My only other question was that 707 on the bottom
Yeah,
for that will end up equaling out though, right? If we make up those snow days.
yes. If we make them up, it will, yes.
If anybody else has any questions, feel free to speak up. Just raise your hand, because I don't know who you are, and give your name, please. Anybody else? All set on that one? Moving on. Activity statement report, cash accounts for all the classes. Any questions?
No questions on that one.
Yep, Laura, go ahead.
That robotics, I see you added it, but I'm not seeing the check amount. Did you?
I added the robotics just before we printed this, so they hadn't had a chance to deposit it yet.
Okay.
It has been deposited, I've seen it.
Right.
So we just missed,
Okay.
the deposit missed the cutoff.
Okay.
Are we all set on that one? What this is the, each class has cash, and they have it into an account, and they follow right through, I guess from kindergarten right up to 12th grade. And there's quite a bit of money in there, all the classes, I think, about $70,000.
Yeah.
Page 56 is what's left in our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Capital reserve funds, well, trusts. So, I'll name the figures so everybody knows. Update and improved security. Started in 2013 is we have 2,083.42 left. School buses started in 1993. We have 17,722 and 6 cents. School building maintenance and repair 2005. Ending balance is 11,912 19 cents. I'm sorry. School district technology started in 2007. We have $41,827.03. And special education started in 2011. We have $208,845 and 89 cents. Does anybody have any questions?
No, but I just want to thank Nate for including that every month.
That's a good
Thank
idea.
you. Yes, very good idea.
Paul?
I'd like to put it forth to everybody if they're listening about for the warrant articles. For the building maintenance and repair fund, we have 11,912 in there. We spent $159,739 out of that account. So we had a lot of things we weren't expecting to break, fail, or have to be fixed. So we really need that warrant article to pass to get that back up. So, or else we're in big trouble.
Would you also want to mention that does not affect the tax rate?
Right, that doesn't affect the tax rate because it's coming out of surplus.
Anybody else on that issue? So we all done with the financial reports? Wow.
Thank you, Nate.
Now, the next is, we got too many Melissas.
Melissa Jean?
Melissa Jean, you are up.
So current enrollment right now is 7 students in the preschool, identified students in the preschool, 47 students at MES, 54 students at Newt. We do have, we still have a student at Dover High School, out of district, 2 students at Maplestone, 3 students at Seacoast Learning Collaborative, 1 student at John Powers, and we did place a student from the elementary school at St. Charles School in Rochester.
I do have a question for you. On your 47 at MES, is that just up to grade 5?
Yes.
So the other, even though middle school's over there, you're including it in the high school figures from 6th grade to 8th?
6 through 12 is,
Okay, all right. Okay.
I can break that down.
No, I
in more
just want everybody to realize that.
Yep.
Don't have to do that.
Okay.
I just, everybody knows unless somebody wants it done. Do you have your hand up, Melissa?
You were just placed an elementary student, unexpected. Roughly, what is the yearly cost for that placement?
So roughly, that is going to be, I figured it to be about 27,000, 28,000 for the rest of the year.
So just the rest of this year?
Mhm.
So it's not even a full year?
What was that figure? I'm sorry, was it?
27,000 for the rest of this school year,
Okay, all right.
which goes,
So prorated then.
right, which always brings me back to our fund balances. If we only have 208,000, we have somebody in elementary, and it's gonna cost us 50,000 a year, that money goes down really quickly. Another reason why we need to keep it funded. Go ahead.
Nate, go ahead.
Which I would like to add is not considered in the budget for next year either.
Right.
So this is a new student?
Yeah.
So already that special ed is going to be affected.
Yep.
But there have been other effects
Yeah.
that we didn't anticipate beyond that. That this is just an update.
Yeah.
So it's important to note, as Melissa said, that that is an important fund because there's no assurance. Because as we speak, someone moves in, one placement itself can be $200,000.
Meg, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Any of these students, short of the little elementary one who just was placed, scheduled to come back at any time, or do we have opt-out dates?
We have 1 student at Maplestone who is graduating in June.
Okay.
1 student at Seacoast Learning Collaborative has a goal of returning to public school. The other 2 will not. And The rest will be unchanged.
Okay. Any anticipated date for the student to return? Okay.
And as we pointed out before, Melissa and her staff, things have worked out tremendously well this year. The new additions to our staff have been fantastic. And with creative work on her part and on the staff's part, we have been able to allow for the accommodations for certain students to be here. But it's very precarious, and accommodations and needs change, so that due to the creativeness and due to the staffing that we currently have in some of the maneuvering and the support systems that Melissa has developed, we are able to maintain these students. But some of the situations are very precarious, and it does not mean that there could be more of them that we need to adjust. You might, right?
Yeah, we have 3 students on like alternative educational plans in district in an effort to keep them in district.
That's good.
Good, Peg.
You know, and without going into specifics, some of them the board has already met.
Just quick question on St. Charles, because I had spoken to, and I think I even spoke to you about it last year, possibility of having some of our elementary students go there, and they were, I think it was last December, they thought for sure they would be able to be approved by the state to be full-time and regular.
Yep.
So they got
did.
that? Okay,
Yep.
good.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah,
place this
okay.
whole thing. Yep.
Because the program that she had outlined was very, very good, so. Okay, good, thank you. Just wanted to
Well,
make
I don't
sure.
think Melissa's done with the report to know you.
Oh.
One more
Yes.
thing.
Sure, we just,
It's not great news, but I think it's important for the board to know that the district was selected for compliance and improvement monitoring. And that's based on data from the 2016-2017 school year. So Earl and I will be meeting with them next month, some individuals from the Bureau of Special Education, and they'll be coming in to do some training for staff, and in the fall they come in and they do file reviews. My hope is that it will go very well and it'll be a quick and easy process. You'll see us listed, Milton listed on the DOE website, so I thought it was important for you to know.
but I think that the positive side of that is they're offering more training to you, and it'll help bring any deficiencies, if they find any, help bring our staff up to par. So I think it actually could be a very good thing for Milton to have the evaluation and an outside source saying that we're doing everything that we can possibly do. So that's how I personally want to view it and do view it, so.
Yeah, that's very correct. The more eyes you see, the more lenses you see it through. What we're trying to do is do the best job we can for the students and have it the best school we can. And whoever can help in that, great.
And if we are failing in an area, then it makes us have to address that area.
That's all I have.
Now, the other thing I want to bring up, I was reading the other day, like I always do, that the DOE has about $10 million for special ed to people.
I saw that, and so they haven't released how they're going to distribute that, but I'll be watching.
Sure you will be.
I think we're reading the same thing there.
They said it was like a formula, but they didn't go into specifics as how. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have anything else? I'm sorry.
That's it, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you.
Here comes the.
Good job.
I'm sorry. No.
I knew you told us to bring something.
I'm sorry?
I knew you told us to bring something.
Yeah, that's what that is.
I did not get the email.
6A.
She didn't do her homework.
What it was is I said,
I can run out to the car and get them.
well, I only made one copy here for
No,
myself.
that's all right, I remember what they are. You can tell us and we'll.
What it is, we need volunteers for warrant articles to do at the deliberative session.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
And I guess the first one is the operating budget.
Let's pass that for a minute.
That's it.
I nominate Doug.
I was gonna say, I know, Doug.
What I was gonna do for you, Peg, where you didn't wanna do the teacher's contract, I would do that, and you could do the operating budget.
You don't wanna do the teacher's contract?
You don't want me doing
Were
it.
you here
I'll take it if you
when I
want me to take it.
presented?
I have no problem with
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Peg, you've already made all those notes and everything.
Now, I mean, I will do the teacher contract.
Okay.
I have no
I'll take the
problem.
operating budget.
Okay.
Somebody wanna write that down, sir?
Yep.
I can remember.
These are motions.
Well, I'll make a
Operating
motion that
budget.
Doug, well, could I do that to
You're
myself?
gonna do that to yourself?
Peg, I think Peg did it.
Peg
Yeah,
did it.
yeah,
I'll second it for discussion.
No.
great idea.
Oh, actually, no.
That's my only discussion. Aye.
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 Okay, Doug's got it.
Okay.
Now, I make a motion that Peg does the teacher's contract.
Second.
Do I have any discussion? You can't abstain, Peg, either. Melissa?
Can I say?
Aye.
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 Okay. What's the next one, Paul?
Library.
Oh, library. Who wants the library?
Anyway, that's a fun one. Everybody can do that.
Yeah, that's an easy one. I'm already
Who's
up there. I'll do the
Oh,
library.
sure, I'll do the library.
Right. Melissa will do
Okay.
the
Make a
library.
motion that Melissa do library.
Did you second it, Peg?
Second,
Okay.
second.
Any discussion? Peg?
Aye.
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 Okay.
Article 5 is pickup truck.
Oh,
That's you.
my
Nominate
God.
myself.
Yeah.
I nominate him too.
I knew.
I'll second it too.
I third that.
What's that?
I third that.
They're down. Do you have any discussion on that? Melissa?
Aye.
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 Okay, Paul, what's the next one?
Article 6 is the van.
Paul?
That's Paul.
Okay. I'll write that down. Guys, you all the
Any-
items and stuff. I'll just.
Okay, do you have any discussion? Peg?
Aye.
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 Okay.
Article 7, up to 50,000 for the expendable trust fund for education of disabled children.
I'll do that.
Melissa.
Okay, I'll second that.
All
Okay.
right.
Do I have any discussion? Peg?
Aye.
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 Okay.
Next one is building maintenance and repair fund.
Paul?
I'll second that.
You're too eager, Paul. I love it.
I love arguments.
Melissa?
Aye.
Paul?
Aye.
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 Takes care of that one. The next one, Paul?
Next, 25,000 for the fund for utilities.
Oh, I will volunteer for that.
All righty then. I will second that.
Well, either we do that, people are gonna have to realize why we're doing it and how it's not gonna affect them, and I feel strongly about it, so I will do that one.
Okay. Melissa?
Aye.
Paul?
Aye.
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 Okay, moving on.
Article 10 is the technology fund, $25,000 technology fund.
Do you want me to do another one?
Sure.
I'll do another one.
Okay, I'll second that for Peg.
I'll
Peg?
do that.
Aye.
Aye.
Last but not,
Aye.
Oh, there you go.
last but not least is changing the terms from 1 to 3. Do we have to do that?
I'll do
Doug.
that. I'll take that one.
A
I'll
second.
volunteer. Okay. Melissa?
Aye.
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 Thank you,
There you go,
everybody.
sir.
Now, who does the first for the nomination? Oh, that's on the ballot. Never mind.
Yeah, that's
Never
all
mind.
set.
No,
That's
I just want to get that straight. What's the deliberative session? What day it gets set again?
Yeah, for us, right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't exactly have it for you people, but if you
Oh.
go by the town, they get it wrong.
Yeah,
They-
they're
what?
a year behind.
Yes, they are.
Well-
Just give me,
I thought, yeah,
Nate?
Nate
I
has,
think you have the.
Nate has a statement done.
Good, Nick.
Yeah, I had called or emailed the town administrator and asked her, and she says it's scheduled for the 9th.
Ours is?
No, the town's is.
Town's the 9th?
So ours
February 9th?
is. Yeah, so
Okay.
ours was.
Ours is always the week.
It's gonna be
We
February
had
2nd.
ours in the afternoon.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
so ours
That's right.
is scheduled for the 2nd at 1.
At 1
So
p.m.
if that needs to change, I need to know about it. That's all.
So
If,
that would
depends
get
on what you
kept.
want. You want the 2nd or do you want the
No,
9th?
no, we already something planned on
We're
February
right off the same
2nd.
day?
No.
It's easier if we do it the same.
We don't
Yeah.
have to. It's
Do a
just
fundraiser
yeah.
What, I'm sorry?
Well, February 2nd is our
for
benefit.
the.
Right.
Oh.
I would like to do them the same day if we could.
Yes. And when is the town? The 9th or
ninth.
the
The
7th?
9th, yeah.
The 9th. Then I think we need to schedule it so we do them both on the same day
I think it's
so that
better
we
for
can
the-
raise money for the scoreboard.
That, I think it's better for the town, so they're
Yep.
not going 2 Saturdays
Yep.
in a row.
Yep.
And
Well, let's let Bob speak, 'cause Bob has some input on this.
No, I don't have any input on that. That's one thing we don't control.
When we meet on that?
No.
I thought that was the budget committee set
No,
the
budget
date.
committee sets the public hearings, but they do not do the deliberative sessions.
We do it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Typically, it's
And,
the
We work
business
as a team.
administrators.
All right.
They have to sit down and they decide how they want to do it.
Yeah.
So we want to do it on the 9th, we want to
Yes.
piggyback with the town?
When's the
Yes.
town, the afternoon or the morning?
No, it's the
Right
morning.
now.
Yeah,
What
because
would
last
be-
year we did it at 1 o'clock and the
Yeah.
town was there in the morning. 'cause I
Yeah,
was-
and that's why I asked, because usually we switch, but she said she already scheduled it for the morning, so
I'd like
it's
that.
okay.
What time in the morning for the town? What time's to start?
I didn't get
I thought it
specifics.
was 9.
9?
Well, I
we
think
do
they
ours at-
started
we
last
always do
time at
ours at
8:30.
1.
One, yeah.
I know, but I think they started last year at
Okay.
8:30 because there were so many warrant articles,
And they still
if I
got done
remember
late.
right.
Yeah, I think we
I
would.
have
think
a
it
lot.
was 9 o'clock.
They have like
but they wanted to push it to
641.
9:30 because some people don't get there till.
Okay, all right,
That
I
was the
just knew that it
discussion.
was earlier than what they originally scheduled and wanted it to be, so.
So then I'm
The
gonna,
second or the ninth?
no. I said that was,
Oh, okay.
we're getting rid of that.
The 9th.
The
Okay,
9th in the afternoon.
okay, we need a motion for that effect, please.
I'll make a motion to have our deliberative session on the 9th at 1 o'clock,
Saturday.
Saturday,
I
the
shall
9th.
second that.
Where?
So moved. Newt High School.
Newt High School.
Cafe?
Cafeteria.
Cafeteria being televised.
Okay. Did I have a second?
Yeah, I
Yes.
second.
Okay, Paul. Now, do I have any discussion? You got anything else you want to add on that,
I
Nate?
have one question.
Go ahead.
Do we have a snow date if there's a big storm?
I have no problem with, we can discuss that. Sunday, I think we had a problem with it last time.
Yes, we could not do it on Sundays.
Last time they moved it, when I looked at the one from last year, it was on a Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, I do know the town doesn't have one currently, and the attorneys mentioned that it's irrelevant, kind of, because it's up to the moderator to decide and then to choose when.
I thought the legislator was dealing with that.
Also, the moderator will do it.
Yeah,
So we're not going to set a snow date then? Let the moderator do it.
Won't snow.
We could give a recommendation to them, perhaps, and
What's the following Saturday?
Yeah, if you do Saturday, I cannot do
you wouldn't be able to.
that Monday or Tuesday, following that, I
you
just
wouldn't be
can't,
able
I'm
to
in a
do
trial.
Following Saturday,
Why?
because the cutoff, I believe, is the 10th.
Oh.
that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Because when we moved it, if we move it, that's why we originally had that date in mind, to give us ourselves some leeway.
The 2nd, yeah.
That's why I raised that point.
We have a big celebration that night.
Right, which
Just
has to
keep-
be
We're
set
going
up
to keep it the 9th.
the night.
Ninth.
Okay.
Not
1
gonna-
PM, okay, I
1
got a
p.m.
motion, I got a second.
Yes.
Melissa?
Aye,
Aye.
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 So it's set.
in stone.
Yeah, February 9th, afternoon, 1 PM, Saturday at the cafeteria.
Okay.
Takes care of that issue.
Phew.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thanks, Paul, for your input. No, I've had a request by someone in administration, if we could change our meeting on the 23rd to the 30th, because the person will not be here on the 23rd.
I have no problem with that.
So,
That's fine.
okay.
Well,
Nothing
Anybody
at this
have
time.
Okay, I'll take a motion to change it then.
I'll make a motion to change our 23rd meeting to the 30th.
30th. Same location, same time and everything else.
Yes.
Did I have a second?
Second.
Paul, okay.
Are you gonna have a policy meeting that week or no?
I'm sorry, what?
Well, I need somebody else on the policy with me now. So,
I guess I can volunteer. I
Okay.
volunteered before. Make sure
You
I...
don't have enough to do. I think that's a great idea.
I'll be here, yeah.
If he has a long arm, he would
Policy
probably just smack me.
ninja. Yep.
Okay. So we're all set?
Yes.
Peg?
Aye.
we have a comment.
yep,
Wait, we have a
we have
comment.
Oh, I'm sorry, Laura.
Kathy had sent me that meal policy by Word document so we could make changes.
Okay,
So
Laura.
I will forward that to you.
Oh, thank you,
also
because I
have
had
it?
started some on the hard copy.
So you want me to send it to everybody on board?
Yeah, go ahead. Might as well get it up front and that'll be all up to date on it and everything else.
If we do it in Word, then we can track changes and everybody would have it'd make it a lot easier.
Well, I do mine in red, so you guys can do whatever you
Okay.
want with mine.
Okay, no, maybe. So, Peg,
Aye.
or Matt, did you have a comment, Nate?
You can vote first if you want.
Okay,
Just
aye.
have a question.
Aye.
Aye.
It's okay, is that taken care of? Okay. Okay, what else do we?
Just Clarification, the policy meeting's gonna be on the 30th as well? Okay.
We'll talk to the chairperson.
Sure, yes,
She answered the question.
When's that at 5, right?
yes, let me just double check. Yes,
That's under old business or no?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering too.
I got under school business anyway, so one right down to the
Oh.
line. I got a couple more.
So school.
We
Okay.
we never talked.
We all set on that issue? Okay, the other thing we gotta do as a board, proceeding with E911, we as a board have got to make a decision what system we're gonna put in, because that's gonna affect the cost. So I think what we need to do is get somebody in here, is, I don't know if we can get it done,
So we should do it on the next time we have facilities.
yeah,
So
before
they can
the,
meet facilities committee and then
I have no
present it to the
problem with
board,
that.
so the first meeting of the month,
that would be
That was the plan.
Okay.
So, yeah,
the
we're good.
13th.
13th of February.
I know I
They can present to us and then present to
No, I
the
had the
full
wrong
board
one, I'm sorry.
on facilities.
Oh, it is, it's still the 13th, okay.
Yep.
Okay, so we need to get them scheduled. All right, that takes care of that one. I do have a couple more. I'll let you know, Peg and I met with Earl, and we completed his evaluation. It went real well. We had a misunderstanding what the U meant, but after that, it went perfect.
He asked me to change my,
It's the
Rating.
U.
because it was, I had
didn't
no
know what
clue, and
you
that's what it is.
Would you
He's
think it was
he's looking at it.
unsatisfactory?
Yeah, yes, we do.
Well, it's okay. It's
unable.
okay.
That's why I trust you guys so well. I didn't even, until I saw that.
What?
Okay. Now, the other thing I got, sign-ups for dates for the officers to be elected. Stats, January 23rd, it's a Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
What is this? Oh, for school board.
Candidate and all
People
that,
who
yeah.
wanna Run for school
School
board.
clerk and all that. Runs to February 1st, and that would be the ending date.
So what do we, apply- what are the, what are the openings?
Well,
Well, there's
3 year, right?
right here,
I
Paul.
think it's 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
2, 3 year?
Yeah, 2-3 years, and then
That's
school
it.
clerk,
Oh, yeah.
moderator,
And treasurer.
treasurer.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So we're all set. I just bring that
Okay, so
information to
good.
you.
That's good.
Okay,
And
well,
those are 1 year positions until
until it,
that passes the warrant article.
you're
It's
correct,
still one.
Paul, yes.
Okay. The school board's 3, but the other 2 are 1.
Yeah, we should, I hope we don't have any problem with that.
What was the school clerk, moderator, and what?
Treasurer.
Treasurer.
Thank you.
Now,
They're 1 year in the 2.
now we're under old business. Anybody got any old business for us? Probably could have put some of that under old business, but I didn't. But it's out of the way. Crossing that off. Committee board member reports?
Yep, facilities met today, just went over a couple different things as far as updates to the security things, stuff like that. Went over our CIP checklist, things we're gonna be putting forth to the CIP that we're gonna add as time goes on. The first thing in the CIP is for the truck, so hopefully if it passes the warrant article, we won't have to worry about that. We also got the inspection reports from the Milton Fire and Rescue on fire and life safety inspections. Everything's been corrected except for the fire suppression system in the elementary school cafeteria. It got hit, it's out of code, it's out of date, I
What
guess
is
you
it?
could say. So for the cooking equipment in the cafeteria,
okay.
it puts the fire out.
Okay.
So, another reason why I'm gonna bring it up tomorrow during the public hearing about unforeseen expense. So we have to pay to have that upgraded beyond our control. It's a fire safety issue. So here we go, spending more money. But we have to.
Yeah.
Sent that list with the CIPs forward to.
Yeah, what's that?
The list member for all this, the
Yeah.
projects coming on.
Yeah, we sent that one, that's what I talked about too.
Well, big list.
The big list.
Yeah, a lot of expense there.
Yeah, right here. This one. So we have basically 6 projects over the next, from now through 2023. That's gonna be put on the CIP, from fire alarm design, air handlers, because the air handlers are going in the elementary school too. Those are the 2 big ones, are the air handler and the fire alarm system replacements for both schools. Those are gonna be tough ones, but they gotta be done. parts are no longer available, et cetera, et cetera. So if something breaks, we lose that section of fire alarm. That's it.
Anybody else?
Any other boards, committees? et
No,
cetera?
nothing from the budget committee member?
Just, it's a wonderful committee.
They're very receptive to our warrant articles. Oops. I said it out loud. Sorry.
No, they will be running our public hearing tomorrow night,
That's,
and then the town will be next Tuesday night,
and that's here.
and that's here, yeah.
Everybody, okay?
Maybe after that, we can get to actual budget committee, other business. Yes, Bob?
They've been doing this a long time. A lot of months of this.
Week after week after week after week, night after night after night. So,
Tough job.
But, I mean, overall, I do have to say I really enjoy being on the budget committee, and have learned an awful lot, and
Keep putting it.
still have to say our school board does a fantastic job presenting to the budget committee. Pat?
Okay, else? Anybody, any else?
Nope.
Well, some people think I'm perfect, but I'm not.
What?
I made a mistake on January 2nd at the budget committee meeting. I put us into a recess and left, and the school board is still in recess. I forgot to adjourn.
So that's why we're acting like we're acting then.
So,
Okay, because we're
So-
really overtired.
I guess the only way to take care of it, I need a motion to adjourn for January 2nd at the budget committee.
I will make a motion to adjourn from the January 2nd budget committee meeting.
Tammy, you have to compute how long it's
I
been.
feel second, sorry.
Paul's gonna, okay. Now, the only people that were there can vote, so I can't remember who was there.
I was there.
Okay.
Aye.
I was.
Aye.
Aye.
I wasn't there.
I was there, but I can't vote.
But should have been done by then.
Yeah, so we'll take a vote. We'll take it anyway.
So, okay, that's taken care
Phew,
of.
we're finally out of that session.
Yeah,
were there?
you guys were-
Just, Melissa wasn't.
No, I wasn't.
I apologize for that. I'll try to keep track of things in the future. I was just glad to get out of there.
My image of you is shattered now, Doug.
I know it is. My wife says that all the time. too.
Imperfect Douglas.
You're gonna lose
So I
your
don't know
name.
what time.
I know.
Or just-
I know.
Oh,
Not from this one.
Okay.
well, yes,
We all
we
set?
just finally
Yeah.
got out of that one.
Oh.
Any
okay.
public comments?
At 7
I do.
p.m.
Oh, well, wait a minute. You do have a public
Well,
comment?
I just want to make, we were talking on camera about why we cannot have our deliberative session on the 2nd, and I just want to make an announcement that they'll be posted tonight. There will be an evening at Newt High School from 6 to 8 in support of our Laura Noseworthy. And another information will be on Facebook this evening. With some help of some friends, they were going to be ready to post. We just had to inform Miss Noseworthy first.
No.
So we look forward to the town coming out to support
Tell
it.
them it's tickets and there's a cost.
It's all going to be on Facebook?
Well, I don't.
Okay,
Oh, but
there we are having,
These people don't have Facebook.
okay, we're having an evening with a Better Times benefit to support the Noseworthy family and to show our support for them. We have a band that is coming up from Massachusetts to play for us. We have appetizers and desserts, which are all part of the cost of a ticket, which is $10 a ticket. We've arranged for babysitting, which will be $5 a child, $2 for siblings. And through a very generous donation from Lynette McDougall, there will be pizza for the children. So where else can you go out for $10 a person and $5 for a child for a babysitter for a
For
few
a
hours?
wonderful cause.
For a wonderful family.
And Tom Cruise is coming, right?
You know, I put it out
say
there,
that.
but you know.
Right.
Yep.
Doug's gonna
But I
direct
do
it.
expect every selectman and board member from this town to be there.
I have tickets if anybody needs any.
That was my next question. Where do you get them?
I have them. Do you have any?
I have Sentimental Resale actually has them as well. $10 a piece.
$10.
They have some
I
at the
have
high
them
school
at home, I don't have
and
them
at
all, but I
MES.
Can you post that Doug is gonna do dance for us, the twist?
Doug's gonna
Don't
have to
forget that.
dance for us
In the
anyway.
limbo?
I am in Orlando.
I'm Tammy Crandall, if anybody needs to know where to
Bring some
get
to the
them.
meeting. I'll pick up a couple for you at the meeting.
Okay.
I'll take some.
Oh, and there's a lot
Bring
of
some
wonderful
Friday,
raffles that will be
Saturday.
had that night from some very generous businesses.
I think you had your hand up, Laura.
I did, I just had a question in reference to N60 Hours of Hunger mailing address, if you can change it to MES. The only one that's gotten back to me is Earl. John has not responded, so. And Nate is wondering, obviously, what we're doing, because there is a staff that donate to N60 Hours of Hunger, but currently it's going to my Milton address, but I'm gonna have to change that.
I
So it stays.
thought it was all taken care of, but does the board have a problem with that?
No,
It's just minimal.
My neighbor.
We'll get bank
on the side
statements
of
in the
the
mail,
street.
and then we, every so often, get donations that are in the mail, but it's in an envelope addressed to us, so the office staff just needs to be informed, that it's coming, and then Wendy, picks up on Wednesday, so she'll just pick the mail up on Wednesday.
Wendy,
Morno.
I'll talk to I'll talk to Andrea. Or so.
okay, all right. So does the board have a problem with that? Because I don't.
But I haven't changed the address yet. I will change it. I'm just waiting for your guys' approval.
Yep.
Well, I'll make a motion, we allowed it to be done then.
A second?
Okay, got it.
Aye.
Aye.
All right.
Aye.
Thank you.
There you go. 68 hours of. Did every, still on public comments? Okay. All right. I guess we need a motion to go into.
Did you, when we did the Doug and the pig, did you all say aye? I didn't
Yes.
think you did.
Aye.
Oh,
Yeah, we
missed
did.
it, sorry.
You were watching.
I was.
It's all right.
Sorry, I do.
Checking
It
up on her
was-
husband
it went
out the
this
window.
way. No.
No.
It
No,
went
No
this-
public comments or anything?
Yeah.
No,
It's the first time we've had public in a long time, so.
Please,
That's
make
why
a
we're staring
comment.
at
We're all looking at you, it's like, oh my God, public's here. That's
that's
a
right,
first.
somebody,
Make a comment.
Spend some time with us.
Anything.
Would you like to say hello?
As we put him on the hot seat, he said no.
No.
I can say hello.
Yeah.
so who are you? So I
My
know.
name is Carter Terry. I live on Dawson Street.
Oh.
My daughter Alice is a kindergartner this year, so
All right.
trying to engage a little bit more and just
Awesome.
find out what's going on in the community. So-
Good thing.
Excellent.
Well, next meeting has been changed from the 23rd to the 30th, so just be aware of that.
I got it in my notes. Thank
Don't want you to show at the door, nobody.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming.
And since we know where you live, we'll just show up at your house if you don't come.
We hope you enjoyed the show.
No comments.
I'll make a motion to go into non-public. That's what
Okay.
you're looking for, Doug?
Yeah, I am. I need a second to go into
I
non-public.
will second
Okay,
going
that'll
into
be under
non-public.
RSA 91A, 32, A, B, C. We have plenty of committees in town that you could join. There's a lot of them.
I will definitely bear that in mind.
Okay.
My wife and I are both very much interested.
Well, and
Good.
you're more than welcome.
There are 2 school positions are open, so they will be in March, so.
The town needs a TA, and
Well, it's not go that crazy.
If he gets enough jobs, he won't come back.
Come on.
Everybody on TV will see it. I'm not showing up there. They.
If you'd like to get up and speak, you know.
I didn't mention, because that should be under RSA, I don't know if I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, Peg?
Aye.
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 Okay, we're all in non-public.
All right,